Yo, 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 Merry Christmas to each and every person watching. This is DFJ Hoops here, back with another live. The Sixers take on the Boston Celtics at the TD Garden. Man, who y'all think gonna win? I got the Celtics winning tonight. But I still expect the Sixers to put up a fight. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a very, very interesting game. But shout out to y'all that's watching. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Um, Happy holidays once again. Um, yeah, it's been some good games so far. The Knicks and the Spurs. I originally said the Spurs had no business playing on Christmas Day because they're not a good team, but I take that back. Right, I'm walking it back. They absolutely deserve to play. Um, but I just felt like the Bucks should have had a game. Right, the Bucks or maybe some other team should have had a game on Christmas, or maybe OKC. Right, but still I was still thrilled with the games today. Knicks, Timberwolves, those are two good games. So hopefully this can be another good game as well as the Celtics get ready to take on the Sixers. Um the duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown against the, if you want to call it a trio, Paul George, Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey. Now, this game, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Maxey, right? These wing defenders, like 6'4", 6'5" guys. Drew Holiday is going to be picking them up full court. Jaylen Brown, he's just a Jaylen Brown is just a pest, so he's definitely going to bother Maxey all the way. So but Embiid he tripped and twisted his ankle a little bit, but he's gonna be playing. Right, so ain't no excuses. He gonna be out there. All right, ready for tip off. Here we go. Maxey, Embiid, Caleb Martin, and y'all already know Caleb Martin. The TD Garden is his playground, so you already know he about to go off. He about to show the fuck out. But so off the tip, it goes to the Celtics. Here's Brown, kicks it out to Porzingis. He tries a three-pointer, and that three is no good as George corrals the miss. Here come the Sixers. Here's Maxey in the half court, and it seems like Jaylen Brown is going to be starting on Tyrese Maxey as Embiid swings it out to Oubre. Oubre finds George. George tries a three-pointer, and that three is no good. The Celtics go the other way as the Celtics try a three from the far corner, and that's good. So Al Horford puts the Celtics up by three. And Maxey got fouled right there. So, and Al Horford was called for it. That was a terrible foul. Terrible, terrible foul. So Paul George drives and finishes. So Paul George will put the Sixers up by two. We'll start the Sixers off by two. Here come the Celtics as Porzingis drives, and he got shaken up a little bit as he's limping, but the Celtics almost turned it over, and Kelly Oubre is just on Jason Tatum, not giving him any space, and Porzingis looks to be limping a little bit. I don't know who told the Celtics to wear red socks with the green uniform. That looks terrible as hell. But so the Celtics inbound it, and Al Horford tries a three, and he hits back-to-back threes. So a quick 4-point lead for the Boston Celtics as the Sixers try to respond. And here's Maxey, who works off the Embiid screen as Jaylen Brown is on him. And Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid will try a three, and that three-pointer is good. Here's Tatum. He drives, and Oubre's on him. He goes up, misses, and Embiid comes up with the rebound as Embiid brings it up the floor. He finds George. George out to Maxey. Maxey will try a three, and that three is good. And it puts the Sixers up by two. The Celtics go the other way. Here's White, and White drives. Maxey's on him, and White. George switches onto him as here's Derek White finds Kristaps Porzingis as Maxey is on Porzingis at the top of the key. Porzingis goes up, shoots, and misses as Embiid comes up with the rebound as Embiid will try a mid-range jump shot and it rims out and the Celtics come the other way. And here's Tatum, kicks it out to Brown. Brown tries a three, and that three is no good as Caleb races, finds George as George has Porzingis on his hip, and George kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey will try a deep three-pointer, and that three is no good as the Celtics go the other way as here's Brown, and Caleb is on him, and Brown spins. Brown runs into a double team, kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum goes up, finds Porzingis, and Porzingis will try a three, and that three is good. So the Celtics start off making 3 threes as they take a 1-point lead as Embiid calls for it on the block, and Big Al is on him as Embiid goes up, shoots, and misses. And Tatum comes up with the board as here's Brown, and Brown spins. And a foul was called right there on that play as Tyrese Maxey was caught reaching in. Yeah, Tune. Yeah, Embiid is out there. Embiid playing. Yeah, shout out to Tune in Sports, bro. Shout out to Tune in Sports. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, Embiid is out there. He made a 3-pointer. So yeah. So Nick Nurse will call a quick timeout as Porzingis is showing a slight limp, and I hope he's okay. You don't want to see nobody go down with injuries. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Merry Christmas to y'all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah, the Celtics they shoot a lot of threes. So the Sixers they're gonna have to um not give up a lot of wide open threes because if you give up wide open threes, they will make their shots. They will definitely make their shots. So that's something that has to be limited. He says, "Why isn't B so clumsy, man?" Hey, Tune, I don't know, man. Tune, I don't know, bro. But he looks good out there. I mean, he out there on the floor. Yeah, yeah. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Smash that like button for me, y'all. Smash that like button. But the Celtics, I mean, the Sixers will call quick time as Nick Nurse wants to talk things over. Yep. Yeah, who y'all got winning? Who y'all got winning tonight? I think the Celtics. I think the Celtics is gonna win. I mean, they typically don't lose on Christmas Day, so they always show up for the Christmas Day game. So I don't know. Yep. Yes, sir. Hey, Tune, what you think of the thumbnail? The thumbnail, the background. What you think? What you think? Yeah, shout out to my guy, one Mike, bro. You, yeah, I know you'll say that, but it's all good though. So Kelly Oubre will get a quick dunk on the other end as Jalen Brown made a terrible mistake. But here come the Celtics, and here's White, and Maxi's on him. Maxi deflects the pass, and the Celtics turn it over as Maxi drives, goes up, and finishes with the lay as the Sixers take a quick 3-point lead early on in this first frame. As here come the Celtics, and Tatum drives and misses the layup, but here come the Sixers the other way, and it's a 5-on-4 as Tatum gets back for the Celtics as Maxi takes Porzingis to the rib and gets denied. As here come the Celtics the other way as Maxi fell, and he looks like he's arguing with something with the refs, but Porzingis will try a 3-pointer, and that 3 is good. So Kristaps ties the game at 12, and here come the Sixers, and they'll slow down everything in the half court as Maxi finds Embiid at the top of the key. Big Al's on him. Embiid kicks it out to Maxi. Maxi will try a 3, and that 3-pointer is good. And he made it from 28 feet as the Celtics go the other way as here's Caleb, and Caleb fights over the screen. But the Celtics will try a 3, and that 3 is no good as the Sixers go the other way. And Paul George will take the pull-up midi and misses. Here's Brown. And Brown has Embiid on the island. Fakes. Goes up. And it seems like he stepped on the baseline right there as he went up for the layup, and that will be a turnover for the Celtics. As Maxey is shooting the 3-pointer very well, and that's a great sign for the Sixers. But so far, no action from Caleb Martin. So that's something that I'm really trying to pay attention to. So here come the Sixers in the half court as Maxey finds Embiid. He passes to George, and Tatum picks up George as here's Maxey and Jalen Brown, a relentless defender on him as Maxey finds Embiid at the top of the key, and that 3-pointer is off as the Celtics go the other way. And here's Tatum. Tatum drives, finds Cornette, who just checked in, and Cornette kicks it out to Al Horford. Al Horford pump fakes, finds White, and White will try a 3, and that 3 is no good as the Sixers go the other way. The Sixers have a 3-point lead as Oubre drives, and here's George, and a 3-pointer from George is no good as the Celtics go the other way. 5:30 left in the first as here come the Celtics as Al Horford finds Tatum, and Tatum is being guarded by Maxey, but Tatum throws it away as George intercepted the pass as Paul George gets on the block, finds Oubre, and that was a terrible pass as Oubre controls it. But here's Embiid, and Embiid finds Maxey. Maxey goes up, and it looked like Al Horford shoved him in the back a little bit, but the Celtics go the other way as Maxey is slow to get back, but the Celtics capitalize, and Derek White drains the 3-pointer and ties it at 15. So here come the Sixers, half-court action as Maxey is being guarded by Brown, and Maxey drives baseline, goes up, and finishes, and that could have easily been an N1, but no call as the Celtics go the other way as here's Brown. Brown drives, finds Cornette, and Cornette goes up. Count the bucket and the foul as the Sixers got called with the hack. But that maxi leg should have been an and one right there, but wasn't called. As this was a strong take from Jaylen Brown, as he almost got stripped by Paul George, but Cornette was right there to clean it up. And the free throw from Luke Cornette is no good as the Sixers go the other way. As here's Embiid. Embiid goes up and finishes as he got offered to fly by him. And as a quick 5 points for Joel Embiid in the first frame, as here's Tatum and Oubre is on him as Paul George switches onto Jason Tatum, and Tatum drives, goes up, and gets stripped. And Paul George is a smart defender, but people don't give him enough credit for that as Embiid goes up, finishes, count the basket and the foul. Yeah. Tune in Sports. Paul George is a very smart defender. Now he's not as athletic as he once was, but the IQ is there, so he kind of like knows when to swipe and when not to swipe. Like he's very, very active with his hands. He's very, very smart at it too. That was good defense. That was good defense. Yeah, I mean, Mike, you tripping, bro. I know you a Celtics fan, but you tripping right now, bro. He says, "Seen Embiid take that fall. I got the Celtics." Come on, bro. Oh man, it's good. Got the Christmas spirit going. Yeah, still will trade him. I mean, can you trade somebody that? I mean, I don't know because the new CBA it's a little confusing, but I don't know if you can just trade somebody you just signed, but yeah, but shout out to Big Tone, man. Shout out to Big Tone. I gotta check up on Big Tone because I gotta check up on Big Tone because I don't know, man. These news about Jimmy Butler. Yeah, we gotta make sure Big Tone is all right because I don't know, man. Big Tone, Jimmy ain't going nowhere. You think so? I mean, if he gets traded, I think he will get traded to the West. Now, what team? I'm not so sure. I mean, Houston could be one of those teams that might trade for him, and I think it'll make sense. But they're gonna have to give up younger players. They're gonna have to give up younger players, and I don't know if they really want to do that. But I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. If I'm Houston, I'm not messing up my young talent. I mean, that's true, but I mean, it's Jimmy Butler though. Jimmy Butler. So you gotta take a chance. I mean, if I'm Cleveland, I mean, shit, I'm gonna package Evan Mobley, Jared, and all those clowns to go get Jimmy Butler. Nah, you can't trade Evan Mobley because he just signed a huge contract. So yeah, Jared Allen and George Niang and all those other clowns. Yeah, I'll package them up for Jimmy Butler. Yeah, tune in sports. I don't know what you're gonna do, but if I'm Kobe Altman, I'm gonna definitely package those two clowns up for Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy got experience. He's a leader. Shit. He said Jimmy not leading them to the fight. I mean, who knows? They could. I mean, the West is wide open just like the East, so who knows? So Embiid will complete the old-fashioned three-point play as Peyton Pritchard checks in for Boston. And here come the Celtics in the half court as Kyle Lowry also checks in for the Sixers as he comes up with the rebound. And Reggie Jackson also just checked in as he drives on Cornette and passes to Oubre. Oubre goes up and finishes strong over Cornette. And the Sixers have a 7-point lead early on in this first frame as here's Brown and Kyle Lowry's on him as Brown works off the Cornette screen, swings it to Tatum. Tatum finds Pritchard in the corner, and that three-pointer is no good. Nah, Tuna Sports, I ain't no hater, bro. I'm just speaking facts. You trade those bumps and go get Jimmy Butler, all-star caliber player. You know, come on, what are we doing? So Oubre deflects a pass that was going to Jason Tatum, so the Celtics will have it the other way. But Boston has been good so far this season. 22-7 in 29 games. The second seed in the Eastern Conference. As there's 3 minutes left in the first, but the Sixers are on a 7-0 run in the last minute and 26 seconds. As here's Pritchard and Al Horford pump fakes and misses. As the Sixers go the other way, as Embiid try to be aggressive, goes at Al Horford, and he misses the jumper. As the Celtics go the other way, and here's Pritchard, and Pritchard drives on Jackson, and Pritchard finds Horford in the far corner, and he makes the three. Here come the Sixers in the half court as Jason Tatum ices the Embiid screen as George goes baseline and shoots over Al Horford and makes it. Here come the Celtics as Peyton Pritchard is being guarded by Jackson as he goes, spins, gets away from Bobby Schmurder, finds Tatum. Tatum drives, tries the three, and that three-pointer is good. So the Sixers lead has been cut to 3 as a minute and 50 seconds left in the first as here come the Sixers as Paul George dribbles it off his foot and turns it over. Yeah, the Sixers got to cover the corner threes. You got to have somebody over there. The rotation's got to be on time because if you give Al Horford those shots, he'll definitely make them. But 3-point lead for the Sixers as there's a minute and 45 seconds left in the first frame. As Embiid will check out as he's played almost every minute in the first. But the Sixers got Caleb Martin, Reggie Jackson, Yabusele, Maxey, and Kyle Lowry in, which is a terrible lineup because you're playing 3 guards out there as Jason Tatum goes up strong and finishes with the lay and cuts the lead to 1. As here's Lowry, and Lowry goes at Porzingis, finds a cut in Gershon Yabusele, and he converts. So it's going back and forth between these two teams as here's Tatum. He drives, finds Zingis, and Zingis goes in, kicks it out to Tatum. As Tatum, this is a favorable matchup for him as he puts on the dance, shoots, and misses, and the Sixers come up with the rebound, but Peyton Pritchard fouls Kyle Lowry, and the Sixers will take it the other way. Yeah, those were some good moves from Tatum, but unfortunately he missed the shot. But that's a favorable matchup for him. But this wasn't that. This was not a foul, but Kyle Lowry, being Kyle Lowry, got the call. Shout out to Kyle Lowry, North Philly. 55 seconds left in the first, and the Sixers can go 2-for-1 opportunity right here. As here's Lowry, runs a flip action with Jackson. Jackson finds Maxey, and Sam Hauser is on Maxey, and Maxey steps back, shoots, and misses as Yabusele went in flying for that offensive rebound, but couldn't get it. As here come the Celtics, as Tatum finds Pritchard, he fakes, sidesteps, shoots, and misses as they fight for the rebound, and a jump ball has been called. So Jordan Walsh has checked in for Boston as he was on the G League team. And shout out to my guy Kobe Bryant Film Room. Shout out to Kobe Bryant Film Room. I mean, this is the Tim Duncan Film Room as well. Yeah, shout out to KB. And I appreciate the super chat. It says what Hey KB, you funny, bro. So the Sixers will hold for the last shot as here's Maxey, and Peyton Pritchard is on Maxey as Maxey drives, spins, goes up, and finishes as the Sixers take a 5-point lead heading into the second frame. Yeah, good action from the Sixers. Good action from both teams. He says put Eric Gordon in. I mean, who knows? He might get some burn. But Tyrese Maxey's doing it all for the Sixers offensively, defensively. But I think they gotta cover those corner threes. Your rotations have to be on point to cover those. Excuse me. Your rotations got to be on point to cover those corner threes. Else, Al Horford and Derek White, they gonna make their shots. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Happy holidays. Appreciate y'all. Happy holidays, man. But yeah, KB, KB, you funny, bro. KB, funny as hell. Yeah, shout out to my guy Cottage81. Shout out to Cottage81. Appreciate you. So what's up? Happy holidays, bro. Happy holidays. Yeah, great action from the Sixers. I mean, the Sixers could prove me wrong. I mean, if they can beat Boston, that'd be a great that can like boost your confidence and help you go on like a very good win streak. Win 10 in a row, win 12 in a row or something. But if they can get this victory right here, that'd be huge for them in terms of their confidence and for everybody else. I mean, hopefully everybody stays healthy. And KJ Martin did get hurt, so he will be reevaluated in 2 weeks as the Sixers continue to struggle with injuries. Appreciate you, KB, for the super chat, the $10 super chat. The drinks on me. Drinks on me, bro. Merry Christmas, bro. I'm enjoying the content. Appreciate you. Hey, chill out on the eggnog though. I don't know if y'all be drinking eggnog, but yeah, chill out on those. But yeah, there's some great basketball. And KB, I did say that the Spurs had no business playing on Christmas Day, but I think I was wrong. I think they deserve to play on Christmas, right? So it was a good game from the Spurs and the Knicks, even though the Knicks won, but it was still a good game. It's still a good game. I didn't expect it to be this good, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, salute to the chat room. Salute to the chat room. My guy Cottage81. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think the Sixers gonna win tonight? Because I got the Celtics winning. Says Wemby. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did. Wemby did ball out. Wemby balled out. No doubt. Yeah. I mean, he's the next face, so he got to ball out. Yeah, but KB, appreciate the donations though. Appreciate you. But we got some great action right here as Ali LaForce is having a quick word with Tyrese Maxey. I mean, I don't know if that's Ali LaForce, but it looks like her. But second quarter action as the Sixers have possession. And here's Maxey as he gets trapped at half court and finds Yabusele as Yabusele gives it up to Reggie Jackson in the dunker spot, and he misses, and the Celtics go the other way as Caleb is on Brown, and Caleb Martin knows everything about Jaylen Brown as he has played him multiple times in the Eastern Conference Finals. As here's Porzingis, and Porzingis tries the free throw line jumper, comes up short, and the ball ricochets out of bounds. So here's Maxey, and Maxey drives, goes up, and finishes with the dunk. Oh my goodness. As they parted the Red Sea for him as he went up ferociously with that dunk, and the Celtics come the other way, and here's Brown, and Martin is on Brown, and Brown drives. Brown loses it as the Sixers come up with the steal, as here's Jackson finds Yabusele. He goes up and smokes the layup. That was terrible. But here's Derek White as Yabusele is on him, and that's a favorable matchup for him. As here's Brown. Brown is met up by Caleb as he kicks it out to Pritchard as Pritchard shoots the three and misses. But they call a loose ball foul right there on the Sixers, so it'll stay with the Celtics. Shout out to my guy Jack. He says, "What's up? What's up, Andre? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, bro. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you. Maxey over Paul George and Embiid. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that, but the Celtics score right away as the Sixers try to go the other way. As here's Caleb. He drives, finds Lowry as Lowry pump fakes, goes up, kicks it out to Caleb as Caleb goes down, and Porzingis is on him as Caleb pivots, shoots, and misses the short jumper as the Celtics go the other way. 4-point lead, and the Celtics looking to close out as Pritchard finds Derek White in the corner, and he splashes a three. As I did say, the Sixers gotta make sure there's rotations in the corner because the Celtics will kill you from that spot. But here's Maxey. He drives, finds Yabusele at the top of the key. He shoots and cashes in and puts the Sixers back up by 4. Here come the Celtics as Porzingis gets it at the top of the key. He tries a three-pointer and makes it. So the Sixers lead has been cut to 1 as the Sixers try to respond. And here's Maxey as Jaylen Brown is on him as Maxey kicks it out to Yabusele. He tries a three from the slot and he makes it. So it's back-to-back threes for Guerschon Yabusele, the Frenchman who dunked on LeBron James at the Olympics. As here come the Celtics, and Reggie Jackson is fighting over screens, trying to stay with Derek White, but he finds a Porzingis who shoots, and that three-pointer is off as the Sixers go the other way. As Maxey finds Yabusele, Selly goes up, gets fouled, and he will head to the charity stripe for 2. Yeah, it's been some great action so far. Great action from both teams. I'm loving it. I'm loving the sequence from the Maxey dunk to, oh my goodness, that was a great sequence right there. But the Sixers seem to be fine generating offense with Paul George and Embiid on the bench. Yeah, Jack says it's a good game so far. Yeah. I'm loving this. I am loving this. Great action from both teams. I'm loving this game so far. But the first one is good as the Sixers will make some quick changes right here. As Yabusele's got 9 points and can add to his point total right here as he's made back-to-back threes. So he makes them both as the Sixers have a 6-point lead as Kelly Oubre just checked in for Reggie Jackson. And here's Brown. And Brown finds a cutting Derek White. He goes up and misses. Great defense from the Sixers as Kelly stops, finds Yabu on the slot as Yabu passes to Maxey as Maxey drives. Maxey and Pritchard is on them, and Maxey kicks it out to Yabu as Yabu finds Caleb. 3 seconds left on the shot clock as Caleb tries it and hits a three. 9-point lead for the Sixers as here's Boston and here's White as White finds Porzingis and Porzingis kicks it out to White as White drives and goes up and finishes with a tough layup as he cuts the lead to 7 as here come the Sixers and here's Maxey and Sam Hauser's on him as Maxey goes up and Sam Hauser got called for the foul. So Jack says, hopefully my Warriors beat the Lakers tonight. We've been so inconsistent the last 12 games. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm going to definitely watch that one. I want the Lakers to And Kobe Bryant Film Room is a Laker fan, and I want him and his team to lose. So Maxey gets that quick layup right there as Boston will call a quick timeout to talk it over as the Sixers have been so impressive to start the first half. Yeah, Golden State they've been inconsistent, but yeah, I'm hoping y'all win. I really hope y'all win. Cottage 81 says, do you 100% think the Celtics are overrated? No, I don't think. I mean, it just depends though, to be honest with you. I don't think any team is overrated this year. That's just my opinion. Maybe the Lakers. But no team is overrated. Oh man. Kobe Bryant Film Room says, Jack, we need more free throws against y'all. Hey, KB, if Golden State jack up 63s, I mean the Lakers might win the free throw battle. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, this would definitely be a very, very high entertaining game. The Celtics and not the Celtics, the Lakers and the Warriors. That's definitely going to be a high entertaining game. Hopefully nobody ruins it. Hopefully the officials don't ruin it and don't make it as the last one, you know. But yeah, I'm anticipating that game too. He said AD gonna cook us for sure. Yeah, if he gets on that block and they feed him in the post, he definitely will. But if LeBron try to take matters into his own hands and wants to be the hero and try to play hero ball, and yeah, they definitely gonna lose. They gonna lose. So yeah. Jack says Warriors need. Well, he said they need to close out the fourth quarter tonight versus the Lakers. Yeah. And they shouldn't be. I mean, Golden State, they jack up a lot of threes. But because the Lakers, you gotta dominate them in the interior. But I mean, they have a great rim protector, right? Anthony Davis is a great rim protector, but you still gotta attack him. Try to get him in pick and roll actions. Try to remove him as far as you can from the basket, and you can get some easy layups right there. But I mean, they also got some perimeter weakness. I mean, like liability on the perimeter in terms of the perimeter defense from Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell's lunch meat every single time. Like I look at this dude, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Just his defense is just atrocious. But shout out to Cheyenne in the building, also a Golden State Warriors fan. Salute DFJ, aka. Oh my god, I ain't reading that, bro. I ain't reading that shit, bro. But here come the Celtics as White has it at the top of the key. He tries a three, and that 3-pointer is short as Kelly Oubre comes up with the rebound. As here's Maxey, and Jaylen Brown is on Maxey as he finds Martin on the slot as Martin gives it back to Maxey as Maxey drives, gets Porzingis on him, and they come in for the double team as he kicks it out to Caleb. Caleb finds Oubre. Oubre shoots and misses, but Sam Hauser could not control the rebound, and it'll stay with the Sixers. So the Sixers seem to be generating offense pretty good without Embiid and George on the floor, with Maxey running the show. But YSL inbounds it as here's Martin, as Martin shoots and cashes in the three. And his jump shots look so flat, but they be going in. Pause. As the Sixers take a 12-point lead. As here come the Celtics in the half court as White finds Brown at the top of the key with Yabusele on him, as that's a favorable matchup as Maxey switches onto him and Brown goes up. And that shot will not count as Maxey fouled him on the floor. Yeah, Caleb's jump shots be looking so flat, but they be going in. Like, bro, there's no arc on that shot, and he's still able to make it. So Paul George will check in for the Sixers as Kyle Lowry checks out, and Joel Embiid comes in as Yabusele might go back to the bench. And this is a terrible decision from Nick Nurse as he benches Maxey. But the Celtics inbound it as here's Brown, goes up, passes, and Pritchard shoots the 3-pointer, and that is no good. As here come the Sixers, as Reggie Jackson has Luke Cornett on him, shakes him, shoots the midi, misses as Caleb Martin comes soaring in for the dunk, and it goes in as the Sixers have a 14-point lead in the second quarter. Who would have thought? But here come the Celtics as White finds Brown at the top of the key, and Kelly Oubre is on him as Brown is looking for an opening as he works off the Cornett screen, and that jumper is short but got his own rebound as Brown looks to reset, and here's Brown with Embiid on him. Brown drives, goes up, finds Cornett. Cornett scores, but a foul was called on the initial drive from Brown. So the Celtics will have it side out. And oh my goodness, as Caleb Martin came soaring in for that dunk, as for whatever reason, Caleb Martin seems to go off on the Jim Crow Celtics as Jason Tatum inbounds it, finds Pritchard, and Pritchard kicks it out to Horford in the corner, but Paul George was there. And Pritchard gets it back as Pritchard. And was that an offensive foul called on Luke Cornett? We have to wait and see as the Celtics get the inbounds as Jason Tatum finds Jaylen Brown, and Brown almost went up for that huge slam as Kelly Oubre knocked it out of his hands, but got called for the foul. And Jaylen Brown will head to the free throw line for 2. As Embiid caught him right there on the side of the head with an elbow. But, okay, so it wasn't a foul, and the Celtics will take it on the baseline as they inbound it, and Jason Tatum shoots a 3, and that 3-pointer was way off as they get the offensive rebound, and Paul George will have a dunk the other end. Sixers up by 16 points with 5:15 left in the second, as here come the Celtics as Paul George is on Tatum, and Tatum finds Horford. Horford will shoot the 3 and makes it. As here comes Caleb, as Jaylen Brown was on him and got called for the reach-in foul. And for whatever reason, Caleb Martin always goes off on the Boston Celtics, and he's the modern-day Boston Strangler. Shout out to Andrew Toney. But the Sixers inbounded as here's George. Gives it to Oubre as he finds Embiid on the block. Embiid goes up, kicks it out to Jackson as Jackson shoots the three-pointer. And then goes wide left as the Celtics go the other way as here's Brown. As Brown finds Cornette. Cornette out to Tatum. Tatum drives, goes up strong, gets fouled as he pushed Embiid to the floor. But that was a strong take from Jason Tatum. And Tatum will head to the free throw line for two. As Jason Tatum put his head down, lowered the shoulder, went through Embiid's chest, and did not get the bucket, but got awarded with free throws. As the first one is good, as they try to close in the gap. And there you have it. The Lakers will take on the Golden State Warriors at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the last game will be the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns, as that's Deuce Tatum right there on the bench chilling as his family member takes a free throw. So Tatum will make them both as he now has 7 points in this ball game as Tyrese Maxey just checked in for the Sixers as Nick Nurse gave him a quick breather. But here's George. George goes up, kicks it out to Selly as Selly against his former team misses as Embiid comes up with the offensive rebound. He gets double teamed, finds Maxey, and Maxey kicks it out to George as George goes up and finishes with the reverse lay as I was expecting him to go up for the dunk, but he had different plans in mind as the Sixers are up by 13. And here come the Celtics as Jason Tatum drives. Tatum kicks it out to Brown. Brown pump fakes. Brown goes up. And that shot rims out, but Luke Cornette was there to get the follow as the Celtics are down by 11. As here comes as Embiid try to initiate the dribble handoff with Oubre, but almost lost it as Embiid posts up Horford as Embiid finds Selly, and Selly out to George, and George will try a three, and that three is short as Al Horford corrals the miss. And here come the Celtics. Here's Brown, and Brown turns it over again as Paul George finds Yabusele. He goes up and gets fouled, but that it was not called as the Celtics go the other way as here's Brown. Brown goes up, misses, and Oubre comes up with the board. And here come the Sixers as I am so shocked that it was no foul call on Luke Cornette. As here comes George, as George drives, kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid will try the three-pointer, and that three is good. So the Sixers go back up by 14 points as here come the Celtics as Jason Tatum is picked up by George as he kicks it out to Brown in the far corner with Embiid on him, and Brown pump fakes. Brown drives, goes up, and finishes as he gave Embiid the shoulder. So the Sixers in the half court as Jaylen Brown is 1 for 7 from the field as Maxey works off the Embiid screen, shoots, and misses as the Celtics go the other way, and they can cut it to single digits right here. And here's Tatum, and he works off the Horford screen as he has Yabusele on him. Tatum drives, goes up, finishes. Count the basket and the foul. As I was so surprised that foul, that Yabusele dunk attempt was not called as a foul, as he clearly got fouled by Luke Cornette, but the Sixers will challenge that call right there as they take a quick timeout. But yeah, this has been a very great This has been a great game. I wasn't expecting this at all. This has been a very, very great game. Yeah, salute to Cottage 81. Ain't no party like a D. Yo, we not doing that over here, bro. We not doing that. We're not doing that, KB. Cheyenne says, I don't think 20 free throws is enough to beat my Warriors. Yeah, they'll probably get 30 or 40 or something crazy like that. Yeah, smash the like button as y'all come in. Smash the like button as the Sixers take on the Boston Celtics. As the Sixers have a 10-point lead in this ball game. Who would have thought? Cheyenne says, if Scott Foster is the ref, then the Warriors are screwed. Is he official? Yeah, I think he definitely will be. I think he will. Yeah, I think he he gonna be the lead official for that game. But yeah, y'all in trouble. In comes Scott Foster and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is crazy. But yeah, the Sixers are playing some good basketball. But Jaylen Brown, I don't know how many turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers he got, but it's gonna be a lot. At least 4. At least 4 turnovers. But yeah, I said it right. 4 turnovers. 2 points, 1 for 7 from the field. As Kelly Oubre and Caleb Martin are playing some good defense on the reigning Finals MVP. As they're exposing that he has no left hand as he keeps turning the ball over and hurting the Celtics with their offensive flow. And I just realized that Drew Holiday is not playing for Boston. He's not out there, so he's probably dealing with the injury. I had no idea. But I just realized that I'm not seeing him. I haven't seen him yet in this game. And yeah, he's dealing with the injury. Yeah. The Sixers are playing good as the 3 stars are giving it everything against the Celtics team. But Jason Tatum will complete the 3-point play as he cuts the single digits. As here come the Sixers as Kelly Oubre brings it up for the Sixers and initiates a high-low action with Embiid. As Embiid kicks it out to Selly, gets it back. As Embiid, being guarded by Horford, takes a step-back jumper and makes it. 1:40 left in the second frame as here come the Celtics as Jaylen Brown is trying to be aggressive, goes up, misses, but Luke Cornett was right there and cleans up his mess as the Sixers go the other way as Maxey has Pritchard on him as Maxey works off the Embiid screen, gives it to Kelly Oubre. He will try a 3, and that 3-pointer goes wide right and ricochets out of bounds. As here come the Celtics, as here's Tatum. Tatum finds Horford as Tatum gets it back. As he works off the Horford screen, as Tatum has Embiid on him, and he will test out his mobility out there on the floor as he takes high arcing 3-pointer and makes it. And the Sixers lead has been cut to 6 as here's Embiid. Embiid trying to bulldoze his way up, goes up, cashes in the jumper as he is cooking Al Horford right now as the Celtics try to answer as Jason Tatum was not called for the push-up on Paul George. He cashes in the 3-pointer as the Sixers try to respond and Tatum has 16 points early on in this game, but Maxey goes up and gets fouled. And Luke Cornett has been getting away with a lot of fouls, but he just finally got called for one as he just shoved Maxey in midair. But back-to-back three-pointers from Jason Tatum as he is trying to keep the Celtics in this ball game. So Maxey at the charity stripe makes the first. As Luke Cornett has been away with a lot of foul calls. I mean, with a lot of fouls, shoving people in the back, undercutting them while they're in midair. And the Celtics may have paid off the officials to not call these fouls, as Caleb Martin will check in for the Sixers, the Boston Strangler, as Maxey gets ready to take the second and makes them both. Now, Paul George is not getting that work. That was a clear push-off. But Paul George you gotta be aggressive and get him back, as Tatum, again with the chicken wing, as he's trying to get Kelly Oubre off him. He gets double teamed. He gets trapped. And smart basketball play from Jason Tatum as he threw it off Kelly Oubre, and it travels out of bounds. But he's arguing with the officials, so it might go the Sixers' way. Smash the like button as y'all come in. Here comes Jason Curry for the three. Yeah, Cheyenne, you a troll, bro. So the Celtics inbounded as Al Horford puts it on the floor. Out to Porzingis. Porzingis to Pritchard in the corner. Pritchard goes up and finishes. As the Sixers lead has been cut to 5, and the Sixers can hold for the last shot with 10 seconds left on the clock. And here's Maxey and Jaylen Brown, and excellent defenders on him as Maxey works off the Embiid screen. Maxey gives it to Embiid. Embiid shoots, makes the three. Is that a 2? Because his foot was on the line, but it was counted as a 3 as Peyton Pritchard will take a half-court shot, and that shot is no good as the Sixers head into the second half with an 8-point lead. And this has been their most points in the first half this season as they give the Boston Celtics all the work in this ball game. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Smash that like button. As the Sixers are trying to put the Celtics away early, here comes Jason Curry for 3. Yeah, Cheyenne, you funny as hell. Paul George getting that work. No, he ain't. Like I said, Jason Tatum is getting away with these shoves. He getting away with these shoves. That chicken wing. If you extend that forearm, that's an offensive foul. But yeah, this has been a great game so far for both teams. Hopefully the Sixers can capitalize and win this. If the Sixers can win tonight, yeah, that win streak will definitely be in effect. That win streak will definitely be in effect. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in, hanging out with us on Christmas Day as the Sixers take on the Boston Celtics. This game should have been in Philly. This game should have been in Philly. But so at the half, I mean, Tyrese Maxey with 18 points, Joel Embiid with 18 points, and then Yabusele off the bench with 10 points. But yeah, Paul George has to pick it up. Right? But I mean, he's just like, he's being aggressive, but he's not really trying to do too much out there. That's what it looks like. But he's playing some good defense out there. But you got to go at Tatum. You gotta go at him. Go at Tatum. Go at Porzingis. Go at Horford. But Porzingis did not play in the second half. So I mean the second quarter. So hopefully he's okay. But they were playing more Luke Cornett. So I don't know about that one. Yeah, they sure do. They sure do, Cheyenne. They get all these calls. Yeah. They get all the calls. Yeah, this game should have been in Philly. I don't care what anybody says. This game should have been in Philly. But yeah, we haven't seen Drummond out there for the Sixers. As was that a 3-pointer? As Embiid is making shots and playing good for the Sixers. But Jalen struggling. But yeah, Jalen Brown, first half 2 points, 1 for 8 from the field, um, along with 4 turnovers. Got to get better. So Boston as a team have 8 turnovers, and the Sixers only have 1. But the most important question is, can the Sixers head into the second half with the same intensity? Can they do it? I have no idea. I'm not picking them to do it because I haven't seen it. So, this could be one of your Sixer games where they play good in the first half, and guess what? They get walked down in the second half. Yeah. When are y'all gonna play the Fakers so Yabusele can't dunk on LeBron again? We played them. We already played them back in, was it November? Yeah, they beat us the first time, but yeah, they gotta come to the crib. They gotta come. They gotta come see us. So yeah, Yabusele might dunk on LeBron again. Yeah, smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. The Lake Show. Yeah, look at all this hacking that the Celtics are getting away with. A terrible no call as Yabusele went up and clearly got undercut by Luke Cornett, and no foul was called. That's atrocious. But the Sixers with a 66-point first half, and that's impressive. Right, that's impressive. That is impressive. So the Timberwolves beat the Dallas Mavericks as Kobe Bryant film room. You've been running your mouth about Kyrie Irving this whole week. They're winning games with Kyrie Irving. They're winning games with Okay, why didn't you win tonight? I mean, today. What happened? Nah. Why Kyrie ain't lead them to a victory? He did get his points, but did they win? Because that's all you care about. Did he get it done? So I'm gonna ask you that question. Did he get it done today? No. As the Celtics look so much better without Kyrie Irving. Hey, hey, KB, listen. Here's a casket on that topic right there. Damian Lillard and Kyrie Irving I'm gonna take Damian Lillard because I know Dame will go to war with whoever he has on his team, right? He's not gonna make any excuses. He's just gonna go out there and play. And he don't care who he goes up against. He's gonna go out there and play. He doesn't quit easily. But I know Kyrie does quit easily. The same way he quit in Cleveland is the same way he quit in Boston, and that's the same way that he quit in Brooklyn. And I will bet any amount of money that he will quit in Dallas too. But Dame doesn't quit so easily. Dame only asks for a trade because the Trailblazers wanted to go in a different direction. But Kyrie flat out quit on all three of his former teams. So yeah, I want somebody who's reliable. I want somebody who's going to show up to work, give it everything he has, and I'm gonna definitely go for Damian Lillard. Cause Luca was man. I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Okay, there was 6-2. Okay, that's fine. You want me to give him a cookie? Cause guess what? I got some chocolate chip ones here. I can give him a cookie. I can give him a cookie if you want me to give him a cookie. 6-2, that ain't shit. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a cookie. I got my cookie right here. Here. Yeah, so Kyrie get a cookie for going 6-2. And what teams did they beat in that stretch? Can you tell me the teams he beat in that stretch? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a good player, right? He's a champion, right? But I mean, I want somebody who's not gonna quit on my team. So, and Kyrie is a quitter, and there's no way you can deny that. And if you deny it, I don't know what to say to you, bro. How he quit on Cleveland, he quit on Boston, he quit on Brooklyn. Now am I cap it? Cool, man. Stop praising losing, bro. You praising losing right now. He's a quitter. He's a quitter. But yeah, great game, man. I ain't expect the Sixers to play this good on Christmas. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't expecting to play this good, but yeah, I'm impressed. But I mean, this could be one of the Sixers, cardiac Sixers games where they play so good in the first half and then they get walked down in the second. So hopefully it's not the same thing. Hopefully it's something different. Um Cleveland and Brooklyn quit on him. How? He asked for a trade in Cleveland right after they got back from the NBA finals. He asked for a trade. How did they quit on him? He says, I'll take Kyrie over Dame in elimination games and big playoff games. But availability wise, I got Dame. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm talking about as a leader, as the franchise player on your team. I'm not going for Kyrie Irving because he has shown us time and time again that when the going gets tough, he will quit. He has shown us that he will quit. So, I mean, I don't know. The Sixers finna get walked down. DFJ. I'm not celebrating. From the start, I said that I picked Boston to win this game, so I'm not celebrating. But I'm just happy with the performance. I'm just happy with the performance because I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. LeBron tried to trade Kyrie for CP3 behind his back. That's why he left. I mean, those was it CP3? Because I was hearing Eric Bledsoe, I was hearing Paul George, so it's just rumors. So who was LeBron trying to trade Kyrie for? Because I heard Eric Bledsoe, I heard PG, you know, and now Chris Paul. Was he trying to get Chris Paul? Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, salute to Mike. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. The Sixers are giving the Celtics everything they can handle. They try to trade him for podcast P in Cleveland. Yeah, that I did. I heard that one, and I heard the Eric Bledsoe join, but I never heard of the CP3. You think they need to involve PG and all? Yeah, they have to. They have to because Paul George is your secondary ball handler or shot creator in the half court, or in a half court setting. So you definitely have to involve. I mean, Maxey has it going. So I mean, I see this, but in a game where Maxey don't got it going, where Paul George clearly has the mismatch, yeah, you definitely got to find a way to involve him in the offense. But I mean, I still like how PG playing though. I mean, playing good on defense. He's making some good reads out there. He's not really looking for a shot. I mean, that drive he had going down when he finished with the reverse layup, I was expecting him to dunk that, but he had different plans. But Caleb has been playing good too. Caleb is the Boston Strangler, the modern day Boston Strangler. So, nah, I don't think anybody thinks the Celtics are overrated. I mean that could just be me. But the referees is gonna make sure Boston wins. Only way Boston loses is if they turn the ball over 15 plus times. Yeah, they already got 8 turnovers now, and that a lot of them came from Jaylen Brown, as his handles is being questioned again. KB says I want to watch this podcast after y'all lose. Um, yeah, KB, I don't know, man. You want the Sixers to lose this bad? Damn. Let the Sixers celebrate. I mean, the Lakers gonna win tonight because the refs gonna give y'all 30 free throws. Oh man, I don't think they're overrated, but they're very beatable by them attempting 50 to 63s per game. That's gonna bite them back against top teams. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. I mean, every team is beatable. Every team is beatable. There's no unbeatable teams. Every team can be beat. So yeah, there y'all see it. Paul George 8 points. Caleb Martin 8 points. Maxey and Embiid have combined for 36 points, and Kelly Oubre has 4 points. But I mean, everybody has been playing good, right? Kelly, George, Martin, they're playing good, competing on defense, getting rebounds as well. So yeah, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the effort. What's wrong with 30? Oh, nah, there's nothing wrong with 30 free throws, but it's the way you get those free throws. If you're legitimately getting fouled, then okay, cool, no problem. But some of y'all free throws be, I mean, you know how it is. But yeah, second half action as the Sixers have possession. As here's Maxey as he initiates a flip action with Kelly Oubre. Now here's George, finds Embiid. George comes off the Embiid screen. George goes up and misses the midi. As the Celtics go the other way, as here's Brown, as Brown is trying to get aggressive, as Brown goes up, finishes, and one. That was a fluke foul call from the officials. And they're not giving the Sixers the same calls on the other end. As the offensive player can be aggressive, but the defensive player cannot be aggressive. And that is the state of the NBA in 2024. So Brown misses the free throw as the Sixers come up with the miss. As the Sixers in the half court, as Maxey finds Embiid, as he kicks it out to George, as George works off the Embiid screen. George goes up, kicks it out to Martin. Martin shoots, rims out, and Jaylen Brown comes up with the board as Kelly Oubre is on Brown, as Brown finds Horford back to Brown, and Brown will try a deep 3-pointer. And that 3-pointer is no good as Jason Tatum was able to save it out of bounds. As the Celtics can reset right here. As here's Horford, and the Sixers got to send help as Horford goes up with Maxey on him and misses. As Paul George almost turned it over, as here comes Maxey. As Maxey with Horford on him on the slot, as Maxey puts on the moves, as he almost lost Horford, and Maxey will take a deep 3-pointer, and that 3-pointer is no good. As the Sixers get back on defense, as here's White with Paul George on him, and Jaylen Brown is being guarded by Maxey in the post as Brown goes up, finishes, and Maxey might have pushed him a little bit, but did not get the call. So the Sixers have to respond as the Celtics score, but here's Embiid out to Martin on the slot as Martin shoots and misses as the Celtics go the other way. As here's Tatum, and Tatum will shoot the pull-up the pull-up 3 and cashes in. And the Sixers lead has been cut to 1 point as Nick Nurse will call a quick timeout to talk things over. As Jason Tatum went for a 1-dribble pull-up 3-pointer and cashed in. So yeah, Sixers come out a little bit sloppy on the offensive side of the floor. I mean, they've had some open looks, but they're just not making them. But the one's 15-point lead has been cut to just 1 point. Says why are the Sixers 10 for 17? Because they've dealt with injuries, and yeah, because they dealt with injuries. That's why. Because they dealt with injuries, and coaching has not been as good this year. So yeah, that's why. The only way y'all win is if Maxey save y'all. Yeah, I see what you did there, KB. Yeah. Shout out to the Timberwolves. Shout out to the Timberwolves. as the Sixers have to get a few stops here in this third because Boston ain't going away. But the Celtics, to start off this third, go on a 7-0 run as Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are trying to keep the Celtics competitive. Sixers had chances to respond, but missed their opportunities. So back from the timeout, and here come the Sixers as Embiid rattles in a three from above the break as he responds for the Sixers, but Boston come back with a 3-pointer of their own, and that was from Al Horford from the far corner as he cuts the deficit back to one. As here come the Sixers, as Paul George will try a 3-pointer, misses, and JT comes up with the rebound. So here come the Celtics with the Sixers on D. As right there was where Porzingis, and it looked like it was the Achilles area, the calf area. But miscommunication right there as the Sixers lose the rebound and Jason Tatum kicks it to Horford as Horford finds White and White shoots and misses as Martin comes up with the rebound. And the Sixers go the other way as here's Embiid as Embiid goes at Horford, shoots, got fouled, and he will get to the free throw line for two. Yeah, that right there was a fluke call, but the Sixers will get to the free throw line. And Joe makes the first as he can put the Sixers up by 3. As he goes on a 4-0 run for the Sixers by himself and can give the Sixers an additional point, and he does. So a 5-point lead for the Philly Sixers as here come Boston. And Oubre is on Tatum as Tatum finds Cornette, and Cornette gets it to Brown, but Maxey bothers the shot as Embiid came with the rebound as Brown tried to snatch it from him, but shoves him. As here's Embiid between the legs, sidesteps, shoots, comes up short. As Derek White can tie the game right there, and he misses as the Sixers go the other way. And Paul George has to get himself going as he takes on Brown. George goes up, kicks it to Martin in the corner. He shoots and cashes in. The Boston Strangler is going off on Boston again as the Celtics are down by 6. As here's Tatum, walks it up the floor as Oubre is on him, and Tatum finds Brown in the corner with Martin in his face, and he cashes in the 3. As Jaylen Brown is trying to get aggressive to get himself going as he cuts the lead to 6. As here come the Sixers, and here's Maxey to Martin, and Martin has Cornette on him. Martin gives it to PG, as PG works off the Martin screen, finds Embiid. Embiid goes up, shoots, and that shot rims out as the Celtics can tie it right here. As here's Brown, and Brown finds Tatum as Tatum drives, pushes off, and got called finally for the offensive rebound, as he's been doing it the entirety of the game. But Caleb Martin was right there. And hold on, did they call it an offensive foul? Wait, hold on. How can you call that and give it to the Celtics on the sideline? Did Martin get fouled? Did Martin foul him? Was that a blocking foul? I guess it was a blocking foul right there. Man, you can't make this up, bro. As the Celtics, as Derek White almost turned it over, as he retrieves it, but he finally turns it over. As here's Paul George, as George pushing on the break. George finds a cut in Kelly Oubre, and a goaltend was not called as Jason Tatum erased it on the glass. But the Celtics can take the lead right there, and Al Horford misses as Jaylen Brown, as Jason Tatum flew in for the rebound, and a foul was called. But let's look at this play right here. It hit the glass before he got it. Or was it at the same time? Well, but here comes Boston as they miss the three, and Paul George corrals the miss. As here's Martin, and Martin finds Embiid in the short corner as Embiid posts up. Horford was trying to get the foul but missed it. But Paul George comes up with the offensive rebound, and he misses the three, as the Celtics can tie it right here, as Jaylen Brown takes the three and ties the game right there. 5:30 left in the third, as we've seen limited Maxey action in this third frame. But here's Maxey, drives, and got called. And Derek White got called for the foul. And that was bad defense from Paul George, as he was trying to cover Al Horford, but Jaylen Brown got freed for a three, and he cashed in. So Maxey at the charity stripe, as Jaylen Brown is playing much better in the second half. But Maxey makes the first. And makes the second. The Sixers have to get a stop right here, as here come the Celtics in the half court, as Caleb Martin is on Jaylen Brown. Brown drives. He gets Maxey on him. Brown goes between the legs, posts up, goes up, and finishes, and ties it right back at 76, as the Sixers, as Embiid gets it, as Boston comes in for the double team, as here's Caleb Martin, and the Sixers turn it over right there, as Embiid stepped on the sideline. As there you see Jaylen Brown trying to get aggressive with Maxey on him, taking advantage of the mismatch and not leaving any points on the table. So the Celtics can take the lead right here, as the Sixers have been playing around. But here comes Boston as Maxey switches onto Jaylen Brown, and Brown sidesteps. And a moving screen was called right there on 88 for the Celtics, as I don't even know who that player is. Oh man, that's funny. But here come the Sixers on the other side as Tyrese Maxey misses the 26 footer as the Celtics go the other way, and they can take the lead right here as here's Brown, finds Keta, and Keta out to Tatum, and Tatum works off the Keta screen. Tatum goes up, shoots, and cashes in. So the Celtics take the lead, and here's their first lead since the first quarter. As here come the Sixers, as the Sixers trying to respond right here as they run double drag with Tyrese Maxey handling it. As here's Martin, as Martin has Keta on him, as Embiid calls for it, and Horford on Embiid. Embiid goes up, misses, but the foul was called, but they called it right there on the floor, and it's not free throws. And that's something that really hurts the Sixers. And what do I mean is when a team is making a run, Embiid tries to be the hero and wants to ISO, and that really hurts the Sixers a lot. Because when you ISO right there, it's like it's easy to guard like plays like that because when he ISOs, they send everybody to the weak hand side floor, to the weak side, right? And then he's the only person in the strong side, which it's easy to guard actions like that. Because if they put two on the ball right there, you're cooked. Because you cannot. If they put two on the ball, the only thing you could hope for is one or two things: either you make the shot or you get bailed out with the free throws. Because if all your teammates are in the weak side, you cannot pass it to them because you're going to turn it over. But Embiid misses a jumper as the Celtics go the other way, as Jaylen Brown is being aggressive as he goes up and finishes strong as the Celtics take a 4-point lead. And let's see how the Sixers can respond being down 4 points as here's Paul George as he puts on the moves on Keta. George goes up, misses, but Keta was called for the foul, and PG will head to the free throw line for two. And we will be right back after this timeout as Jaylen Brown is getting so aggressive as he gives the Boston Celtics a 4-point lead and shows off his muscles. But yeah, sorry about that, y'all. But what y'all think? Y'all think the Sixers gonna lose? Because I mean, Boston, they turn things around and they're playing so good as they have outscored the Sixers by 12 points. in the second half, which I'm not even surprised. But let me read these comments right quick. Um, so the Sixers are getting walked down. As Jack says, the Phillies doing good against Boston's defense. Not in the third. I think they went away from what was working with Maxey running the show, and they're just running, some high Embiid ISO, like Embiid centric offense, which is not going to work. Right? Move the ball around, share the ball, share the rock, and then play from there. But if you run this Embiid ISO, Embiid on the block, and you send all the other players to the weak side, bro, you're gonna turn the ball over every single time. And we've been watching this for the last 5 years. So, yeah. He says, nah, the Sixers are done. Hey, KB, you think I should call the Lakers? You think I should call the Lakers game? Because I could do the Lakers game. I could drop the link. But, I mean, we'll see. But PG at the line. As who told the Celtics to wear green with red? This is so terrible, bro. But the Sixers were bringing some fresh legs as he checks in for the Sixers. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Sixers can go on a run right here. So Paul George cuts it to 2 as here come the Celtics. And Paul George is on Peyton Pritchard as Pritchard just checked in, but Sam Hauser gets free. He shoots and misses, and the Sixers go the other way as here's Jackson. Jackson will find Kyle Lowry in the corner, and he misses. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Sixers. But again, here's Nick Nurse's mistake. You cannot play a 3-guard lineup against the Celtics team. It's not going to work. You can't have 2 old players out there against Boston. It's not going to work. But the Sixers inbounded, and here's George as Paul George has Keta on him, as Paul George shoots the midi and misses, as Paul George is struggling in this third frame from the field. As PG 10 points, 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, as he's not having a good game at all. I think they should have Caleb Martin out there. You got to have Caleb out there. But here come the Celtics as Pritchard finds Jaylen Brown in the corner. He shoots and misses as Boston got the rebound. And Pritchard will try another 3, and that is no good as here come the Sixers. Sixers in the half court as here's Paul George as he gets the mismatch. Kata's on him as Paul George feeds Yabusele down low as Yabusele goes up and ties it at 80 as Jason Tatum had nets and stopping him. As here come the Celtics as Brown goes up and Lowry stepped in and took it from him as here's Oubre, goes up, misses, got fouled right there, but no call. And the Celtics go the other way as here's Tatum as Tatum swipes through. Tatum with Yabusele on him, drives baseline, goes, sidesteps, and no call as he's going back at the officials as the Sixers go the other way as here's Jackson. He will try a 3-pointer, and that 3 is no good as the Sixers keep bricking 3s and making it easier for the Celtics as the Celtics can go 2-for-1 opportunity right here as here's Brown and Reggie Jackson is on him, gives it to Tatum. Tatum gets double teamed. He turns it over and no call as he is getting so frustrated as Paul George bumps Yabusele as George goes up and shot an airball layup. Did not even touch the glass. As here's Pritchard. He goes up, misses, but YSL was called for the foul, and Pritchard will head to the free throw line for two. Yeah, this has been an intense, really intense game, but it's just funny, man. It's just funny. I knew the Sixers was going to do this. I knew it. I saw it a mile away. But let's see how they respond. But they went away from what was working. Right, Maxey was running the show, and then in the second half, limited Maxey action. Yeah. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. As Peyton Pritchard puts the Celtics up by 2. 30 seconds left in this ball game as Maxey just checked in for the Sixers. And there's a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 10. And Maxey is on the Celtics logo. And here Maxey finds Lowry as Lowry pump fakes, goes up, and finishes and ties it up at 82 as here's Pritchard, and Pritchard shoots and misses. And that'll do it for the third as the Sixers and the Celtics are tied at 82. So, who will win this ball game? Let me know what y'all think right down there in the comment section. But the Sixers and Celtics, this has been some good basketball. But the Sixers are letting the Celtics off the hook. Yeah. KB, I know you're gonna say that. That's what you're supposed to say. That is what yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. So I ain't even surprised. But yeah, smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. As the Sixers, Celtics, 82 apiece, with the fourth quarter upon us. Hey, KB, you want me to call the Laker game tonight? I could do it. We watched the Lakers get walked down. Oh man. He said Paul George looks kind of washed. Yeah. I'm not even gonna argue with you. He does look washed. Excuse me. Wow. But I mean, at the same time, he's not making things easier for himself. I mean, he's isoing at the top of the key, tween, and then take a pull up midi. Like, bro, get your big behind in the post, bro. Play closer to the basket. Get some easy ones to go before you can do all that dancing at the top of the key. But we'll see what happens in the fourth. He says hopefully Curry can finally have a good game on Christmas Day. Yeah, I'm gonna call the Laker game. I'm gonna call the Laker game. Let's all watch the Lakers get walked down. On national television. He says that's what happens when you're washed. Is he? Is he? I ain't gonna say that, but I don't think he's washed. But he's just not as good, or let me say, he's just not as consistent as he once was. But washed is a little extreme. As fourth quarter action, Boston with possession as Kyle Lowry is on Jason Tatum as Tatum crosses, steps back, misses, and Luke Cornett batted it, but it goes out of bounds. And the Sixers will go the other way as Maxey tries to run the show. As Maxey goes up and Cornett blocks it as Jaylen Brown gets it in the dunker spot, fakes, and finishes. Here come the Sixers in the half court as Maxey gets the mismatch, finds Caleb back to Maxey as Maxey drives, and Caleb will shoot the three-pointer, and he knocks it down as the Boston Strangler is starting to heat up for the Sixers. As Caleb Martin has 14 points, 4-6 from the three-point line, and the Celtics turn it over with Lowry running the break, and Lowry finds a running Yabusele as he misses, but Reggie Jackson was right there to get the follow to go. So the Sixers have a 3-point lead early on in the fourth as Maxey and Martin are running the show. Here's Brown. So Brown finds White. He shoots it, misses, but Cornett got the offensive rebound, got tangled up, and a jump ball is called. As you see Nick Nurse and Bobby Jackson right there on the Sixers bench. So Boston wins the tip, and here's Brown. He goes up, and Yabusele looked like he went up vertically, but was called for the foul. And Jaylen Brown will head to the free throw line for two. Yeah, he did go vertical, but there was a swipe right there. Right there. Yeah, Big Tone is funny. And I know he's having a mental breakdown with Jimmy Butler requesting a trade. Yeah, Big Tone probably crashing out at this moment with his hero asking a trade. So Jaylen Brown splits it. As here come the Sixers in the half court as Maxey sidesteps, shoots the three-pointer, and cashes in as the Sixers are up by 6, and Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics will take a quick time. I hate to say this, but I didn't I tell y'all, when you go to Maxey and Caleb Martin action, it works for the Sixers. Yeah, Big Tone, he probably crashing out, right? He crashing out. I'm gonna call him real quick. I'm gonna try to call him and put him on the stream. And I will listen to what he gonna say. But Big Tone is funny. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he Oh yeah. I mean, we know this, bro. He gonna say Jimmy ain't going nowhere. Who you gonna trade Jimmy Butler for? Who did what Jimmy Butler did in the last 5 years with what he had? Yeah, he say the same shit every single time. Like, god damn. Bro, say something different. He say the same shit every time. Oh man, I am all told. I am all big told right now. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't smashed that like button, get a hammer and smash that joint. Just smash it. Yeah, he got to. He gotta come up with some new material or some shit. Cause we tired of hearing Jimmy Butler in the last 4 to 5 years and two finals in Eastern Conference. Man, we tired of hearing that shit. We tired of hearing that. We tired of hearing that. Yeah. Yeah. Tell him to hey Jack, tell him to come up with some new material. Cause that shit old. Can the Sixers win this ball game? 9:52 left in the fourth as the Celtics take quick time right here. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Sixers giving the Celtics everything they can handle. Timberwolves almost sold versus the Mavs. Yeah, they almost did, but yeah, they won and Kyrie Irving lost. Kyrie and the Mavs lost because Luka Doncic wasn't out there. Nah, I don't hate Kyrie Irving. Like I don't hate him at all. But after timeout, here come the Celtics as Derek White finds Tatum as Tatum drives, goes up, and smokes the layup. As here come the Sixers. Here's Maxi with Sam Hauser on him, and Maxi putting on the dance, pushes off and shoots the free throw line jumper and cashes in. As the Sixers go up by 8, as the Celtics look to respond with Jaylen Brown on the bench. As here's White, as White between the legs, White goes up and smokes the layup once more, and the Sixers can push it to double digits as Peyton Pritchard is on Tyrese Maxey as Maxey tries to reset, trying to get the favorable matchup as Maxey goes up. Oh my goodness, and finishes over Hauser and Peyton Pritchard as he puts the Sixers up by 10 as the Celtics need to respond. And Maxey has 27 points and 10 assists as the Sixers make a terrible, as the Sixers put two on the ball, and Derek White got free on the dunker in the dunker spot as he gets the layup to go. So here come the Sixers, and here's Hauser guarding Jackson. As here's Maxey. Maxey finds Lowry at the top of the key. Lowry fakes, shoots. Oh my goodness. And the Sixers are rolling as Kyle Lowry, the North Philly native, is able to get the 3-pointer to go as here's Tatum, and Tatum turns it over as Kyle Lowry almost got it, and Derek White retrieves it. And was that a timeout called right there? Or was a jump ball called? Yeah, good drive from Tyrese Maxey as he was able to finish over Hauser and Pritchard as the next move was to the North Philly native Kyle Lowry as he gets the 3-pointer to go. Yeah, shout out to Lowry, bro. Shout out to Lowry. We both from North Philly. I'm from Roxborough, so you know what time it is. The Celtics miss inside as Jaylen Brown just checked in for Boston, and the Sixers can add to their lead. As here's Maxey with Tatum on him. As Maxey gets Keta, Maxey tries to turn the corner, and he turns it over, but a bad call was made, and the Sixers will have it. But the Celtics are trying to review it. Will they review it? As Maxey clearly dribbled it out of bounds, but the Sixers inbound it. And here's Martin. He tries a deep three and banks it off the glass. And the Sixers go up by 14 as the Boston Strangler is putting on a masterclass against Boston. As the Sixers go on an 18-2 run in this fourth frame, as Keta loses it inside, smokes the layup, got fouled, and he will head to the free throw line for two. Yeah, KB. Boston is getting walked down as the bank was open on Christmas for Caleb Martin. Did he call bank? I don't think he called bank, but it was still open. Can the Sixers hold the Celtics under 100 points? But Tatum inbounds it as Peyton Pritchard lobs it up for Keta as he finishes. That was a terrible defense right there from the Sixers. As here's Maxey with Pritchard on him, and Maxey has a midget on him, has a 5'10" individual on him. What's Maxey gonna do? Finds Caleb. Caleb on the slot, tries the three-pointer. Oh my goodness! And Caleb Martin is rotisserieing the Boston Celtics as the Boston Strangler is going off on Boston. Oh my goodness! How do you leave the Boston Strangler wide open on the slot? Yeah, they getting walked down, Jack. They getting walked the fuck down as the Boston Strangler, Caleb Martin. Yes, he is the modern day Boston Strangler. You know, shout out to Andrew Toney, former Sixer player, who was the Boston Strangler. But now, here's the modern day Boston Strangler right here, Caleb Martin. Yeah, I said it. And that's why we have Caleb Martin on our team. And y'all Sixer fans, y'all gotta bow y'all heads down in shame when Caleb was struggling to start off the season. Y'all was going off on him, right? You was talking all that shit, and all y'all Sixer, you know who's. I'm not gonna say y'all names, but you know who you are. I've been the only person supporting Caleb Martin. Yeah, that's who he is. That's who he is. And Caleb just outplayed Paul George. Now, I'm not saying Caleb is better than Paul George. Paul George is probably, it probably isn't his night, right? Which happens, right? It's probably not his night, but that's why we have Caleb Martin on the team. He can make some timely shots. He can hit big shots. Like he's hitting big shot after big shot after big shot. Without Caleb Martin, the Sixers are not in this position. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Some of y'all Sixer fans don't know basketball. Yeah, let me let me pop my shit, man. We pop my shit. KB says, I told you if they were gonna win, it was gonna be because of Maxey. Yeah, and Caleb Martin too. Don't forget him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, KB, I didn't disagree. KB, we disagree a lot, but I didn't disagree with you on that. Right. I didn't disagree with you. And I did say when run that Embiid centric offense, it was not going to work because they're sending everybody else to the weak hand side of the floor and they're just putting Embiid on the block and they're isoing him right there. Those actions are easy to guard. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. And when you're in that situation, like when Embiid is in that situation, he has one or two options. You either make the shot or you hope that you get bailed out with free throws. Yeah, but Caleb has been solid for the Sixers. You know, solid performance. Um, yeah, solid performance. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not over. It's a lot of time. How many minutes left in this? 6 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's only a 13-point lead. 13 point lead ain't shit. So they gotta get stops and they gotta convert on the other side too. You gotta make shots and you gotta convert too. But out the timeout, Tatum gets an easy one to go as Embiid and George are still on the bench. As here's Maxi, as Maxi drives, steps back. Oh my goodness, he missed it. But Yabusele comes in for the board, and Jason Tatum fouls Gershon Yabusele, and the Sixers will have a side out. Hey, Shaib, you funny as hell. as here's Caleb, as Caleb gets trapped, finds Maxi. As Maxi goes up and finishes with the lay. As the Sixers go up by 15 points, 5:45 left in the fourth frame. As here's Brown, as Brown goes between the legs, gets down low. As Brown misses, as Yabusele comes flying in for that rebound. As the Sixers advance past half court, and here's Maxi, unlucky, as Maxi has Al Horford on him, and Horford is trying to. That's harassment right there. As Maxi turns the corner, goes up, misses, and Yabusele is fighting for that rebound and gets called. Did he get called for the foul? No, it's a play on. As Jason Tatum is trying to bully his way to the basket, and Jason Tatum got fouled. As you could feel the sense of urgency right there, as they're trying to come back and win this. And do Embiid and Paul George have to check in? As Paul George is still on the bench. And Jason Tatum misses the first free throw as he's choking at the charity stripe. Man, Shaib, you funny as hell, bro. He said, Boston Daddy, aka Steph Curry, and the Boston Strangler. Bro, you funny, bro. But yeah, Caleb Martin is the Boston Strangler. But here's Martin in the half court as Martin drives, kicks it out to Yabusele as he tries the three. And that 3-pointer was way off as he did get fouled right there, but no call as Derek White will try the corner three. And he cashes in. So the Sixers will call quick time right here, and they might bring in Paul George and Joel Embiid back in this ball game. But yeah, he said Boston Daddy named Wardell, and now the Boston Straggler named Caleb. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, Shaib is funny. Yeah, smash that like button, yo. Smash that like button. Max out here cooking the Jim Crow Celtics. Yes, sir. Like he always does. Like he always does. No, I say give them a little more rest because Philly's scoring. Okay, yeah. When I said, do you bring Embiid and Paul George back in? But yeah, they just called time, so they probably are going to bring at least one of them back in. So maybe Embiid, but I mean, I'll say yeah, you can bring in Paul George too. You know, for rebounding purposes, for defensive purposes, and you know, try to use his length to bother some of these guys out there. But yeah, this has been a good game. The Sixers are really fighting to win this. And yeah, they could prove me wrong, right? Because I did initially. I picked Boston to win this, but the Sixers, yeah, they can win this. As the next game up, Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers. As you see, Wardell, Stephen Curry having a few words with LeBron, Ramon James. Are they in LA? I don't know where they at, but as Embiid checks back in for the Sixers, as the Sixers make history as the first time with three guys on one team scoring 20 points or more with Joel Embiid, Caleb Martin, and Tyrese Maxey. As Caleb Martin drains another three-pointer from the same spot. Oh my goodness. As the Boston Strangler is walking down Boston. As here's Tatum and Oubre is on him as Tatum goes up and Embiid went up vertically to contest a shot, but Embiid got called for the foul. And that is something you don't want to happen. You don't want them to score with the clock not ticking. And Caleb is just having fun out there, and they keep leaving him wide open, and he keeps making them pay. But hey, that's their defensive coverage. Hey, we'll stick with it. Yeah, that's their coverage. Just stick with it. Mark and Sosa having a bad day on Christmas. Yes, sir. It sure is. So Jason Tatum makes them both as here's Caleb and Peyton Pritchard is on Caleb Martin. And oh my goodness, what are you thinking? But here's Embiid, top of the key, with Horford on him and Paul George on the block with Pritchard on him. Paul George turns, shoots, and misses. And Paul George should not even be in this ball game at all as he is trying to sell the game. And Jason Tatum almost turned it over, but Derek White got it as Derek White goes up strong and finishes 10-point lead. 3:30 left in the fourth, and here's Maxey as Jaylen Brown is on him. Embiid set the screen for him, but Maxey turns the corner, but he turns it over as Jaylen Brown poked it from behind. And here's Brown, and Brown plays catch with White, and Brown misses, and Embiid almost got the rebound but loses it as Peyton Pritchard kicks it to George, and Tatum goes up and finishes. And the Sixers will call time right here as the Celtics try to close in, and it's only an 8-point lead with 3 minutes left in this ball game. Yeah, that was bad defense from the Sixers. Right, bad defense from the Sixers. And Paul George, I don't know what Paul George was doing when he had Peyton Pritchard on the block, and he wants to shoot a tough turnaround fadeaway shot. Bitch, you're not Kobe. Even though he's capable of making those shots, but that's not the shot you really want. Like you're trying to score, trying to answer back, and that's not the shot that you should settle for, especially with Peyton Pritchard on you. Caleb Martin is going to get drug tested by the league. I mean, is he? Because they're giving him wide open shots, and he's just making them. A lot of his threes are wide open shots. But yeah, this has been a great game from Caleb. Caleb has been the best. I mean, I take that back. Maxey has been the best player for the Sixers. But yeah, the Sixers, they have to close this out because if they don't, Boston is going to make shots. They're going to get all the stops. So the Sixers have to get stops and make shots. But it's still anybody's game. Anybody can win this. And the Sixers have to create enough separation. But here's Maxey at half court. And Maxey steps on the baseline and turns it over. And that's just terrible. Like, come on, y'all gotta set. But the Sixers go the other way. I mean, the Celtics go the other way. And here's White. White dribble handoff with Horford, and White makes the three and cuts the lead to 5 as it's only a 2 possession game. As Paul George and Tyrese Maxey with back-to-back turnovers, and the Celtics cut the lead to only 3 points as it's a 1 possession game, and Tyrese Maxey looks like he's selling the game. As the Sixers are choking in the fourth quarter, and the Celtics are capitalizing. Yeah, appreciate the play-by-play. Merry Christmas again, brother. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Jack. I mean, I'm thinking of calling the Laker game, but I don't know. He can hit those all night. Those are practice shots for Caleb. If he miss, you oh my god, he said if he miss, you got to drug test him. Yeah, those are practice shots, and they're giving it to him. But I mean, if he keeps making these shots, do you still give him the threes? But yeah, the Celtics 5 quick points right here as Tyrese Maxey got caught with Jaylen Brown's ball pressure as he turned it over at half court, and Al Horford gets the easy slam on the other end. But can the Sixers respond as the Celtics come with a full court pressure? As here's Maxey and has Pritchard on him, and the Celtics are on a 11-0 run as Maxey works off the Embiid screen as Embiid goes up and gets fouled as he is limping on that knee. And is he okay? I mean, he walks to the free throw line, but that was a strong take from Embiid. But that plant right there really hurt him. And Embiid makes the first and makes it a 2 possession game. Yeah, the Celtics, they foul a lot. Like, God damn. Like, Cornette was just Luke Cornette was just fouling like crazy. Like, God damn. Y'all not gonna call it? So Embiid makes them both. And the Sixers have to get a stop right here on this possession as Paul George takes on White. As Derek White gets the switch on Maxey. As Kelly Oubre switches onto Derek White, and Tatum has it as Tatum puts the moves on Maxey. Maxey fighting as Embiid blocked it, but the Celtics got it back, and Embiid gets the rebound as Embiid controls it. 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this ball game. As here's Maxey getting triple teamed. As here's George, and George goes behind the back, finds Martin in the corner, and Martin gets it to Embiid. George relocates, shoots, and misses as a foul was called right there. And did Jaylen Brown foul Joel Embiid right there? As that's what it appears to be. As if he did, the Celtics, that would be a terrible foul. As yeah, you see Jaylen Brown grabbing Embiid's left arm and pulling him down. And that's a terrible foul from the Celtics. But they had a foul to give. And the next foul from here is going to be free throws. So the Sixers will inbound it as here's Oubre and Pritchard is on him as Oubre uses the Embiid screen as Embiid top of the key, and Embiid turns it over. What the hell was he doing? And he was lucky that the ball went out of bounds. That's why is Embiid trying to ISO at the top of the key. As Nick Nurse is on the sideline with the bust down Rolly. Yeah. Nick Nurse got the drip. As there's only a second left on the shot clock, and the Sixers need a catch and shoot opportunity right here. As here's Maxey, gets it and finishes. And he puts the Sixers up by 7 points with a minute and 9 seconds left in this ball. As here's Pritchard, and Pritchard drives, and Paul George is on him. And Pritchard finds Tatum, and Tatum with the chicken wing. Tatum bulldozes his way and almost turned it over, but the ball found its way to Peyton Pritchard, and the Sixers get the board. But Derek White pushes Maxey onto Kelly Oubre, and he falls out of bounds. And what call will it? Is the Sixers basketball? As this was bad defense from the Celtics, as they lost Maxey, as Maxey went down, and he got the ball off before the shot clock expired. Yeah, smash that like button. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. But Maxey will get to the free throw line as he's the first 76er player with 30 points and 10 assists on Christmas Day. So shout out to Reese on his great performance on Christmas Day, as the Celtics will be down by 9 points. But the Celtics have 2 timeouts left as they inbound it. And here's White. And the Celtics can go 2 for 1 right here as Jason Tatum drives and dunks it home. So the Sixers inbounded. And here's Embiid. And Embiid turns it over. And why would you inbound it to Joel Embiid? This is just, god damn. Terrible, terrible basketball right here, bro. Why would you inbound it to Embiid? Like Kelly Oubre, like what the fuck? And where was everybody going? What the hell? And the call is being reviewed as Joel Embiid took off the face mask. Yeah. Yeah, the Sixers, they're trying to give the Celtics a game. I mean, it's some terrible basketball right here. Terrible, terrible basketball. But the Sixers at this point, you don't really need a 3. You really don't need a 3. But the Sixers leading scorers, Maxey with 33, Embiid with 25, and Caleb with 23 points. As the Sixers look to put away the Celtics on Christmas Day. Will this be cardiac Sixers? As the Sixers inbound it into the backcourt. As Jaylen Brown meets Tyrese Maxey, and Maxey pushes over And Maxey almost turned it over right there as here's Embiid. As Embiid cross court to Lowry as Lowry drives and Lowry goes up but gets fouled as the Celtics clock winding down. Celtics down by 5 as Brown drives and Brown finishes. 9 seconds left. And here come the Sixers. And the Sixers, a foul was called right there. And Paul George will head to the free throw line to put the finishing touches on this one. Will Paul George choke at the free throw line with the Sixers up by 3? So Paul George, 10 points, 79% free throw shooter for this season. And he makes the first. So it's a 2-possession game. And make or miss here, the Boston Celtics will call time as Paul George shoots the second, and that's good. So the Celtics call time right here as Joe Mazzulla will try to draw up a play for Boston. And I think I can anticipate the action they're going to run. And I think they might run that double twirl curl action, which I don't know if y'all know what a twirl curl action is. That was the same action they ran against the Indiana Pacers in game 1 where Jaylen Brown, he flashed to the corner and hit that huge 3 on Pascal Siakam. But that's what I think they would run. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing with. So they might run that twirl curl action. So you got to be aware of it. But the goal is to not give up a 3-pointer. Max bang. Yeah. 6.2 seconds left, and the Sixers have a 5-point lead in this ball game. As the Celtics are not trying to lose 2 in a row, as they lost on Monday to the Orlando Magic. So Celtics inbounded, and Jaylen Brown hits a 3-pointer from 26 feet out, as it's only a 2-point game. And Joel Embiid gets fouled as he will head to the free throw line. And that was a tough 3-point shot. As they gave him the magnetic ball, bro. They gave the magnetic ball as he rattles in that 3-pointer from 26 feet. Can Embiid make these 2 free throws as he leads the NBA in free throw percentage with 95%? And that's a high free throw percentage. I mean, yeah, Joel putting on the finishing touches as he gets ready to take the second one, and that shot is good. So Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla will call time and try to draw another play for Boston. Sixers, you got to foul, but make sure you don't foul a 3-pointer, a 3-point shooter, and get contact. But the Sixers up by 4 as Joel Embiid with the clutch free throws. And yeah, I pick I picked the Celtics to win tonight because the Sixers they ain't really impressing me. But the Celtics, as of right now, have not lost consecutive games this season. Could this be the first time they lose consecutive games? We'll see. But yeah, great performance from the Sixers. I'm impressed. But the Celtics will inbound, and here this might be the twirl curl action they run. But let's see what they do as Jalen Brown comes off the down screen, but they get time off the clock. And I think Derek White stepped on the baseline, so it'll be a turnover for Boston, and the Sixers will take it the other way as they inbound it, and the Sixers win the ball game. So it's official. The Sixers take down the Boston Celtics at home as the Boston Strangler, Caleb Martin, shows up for Philly as he should be the player of the game as the Sixers are trying to hype him up. And Tyrese Maxey is not smiling, even though he just dropped 33 and 10. But it's easy work for him as the Sixers win in Boston. As Paul George had a terrible game, but nonetheless, the Sixers were able to win this ball game. Jack says, wait, Joel shoots better than Steph Curry at the free. I mean, yeah, just for this season because Embiid has played in limited amount of games, so that's why it's at 95%. I think Steph Curry has played like 20 plus games, so that's why. Yeah, so I think Curry is at 90%, 91%. I mean, Curry is the greatest free throw shooter of all time as well. So, his percentages are always up in the 90s, but let me see. Yeah, Caleb Martin just demolished the Boston Celtics as they gave him wide open look after wide open look after wide open look from the three. And he was just able to cash him in. Steph Curry. Wait, hold on. So Steph Curry. Oh, okay, no, hold on. I'm tripping. Yeah, so Steph Curry's at 92%. But I don't think Embiid is leading the league because he hasn't played in enough games. So, uh, Jack said you jinxed the Celtics. I mean, it could have been right, but I mean, it works in the Sixers' favor. But it is what it is at this point. Yeah, Curry shooting 90. Is it 91 or 92? I thought it was 92. Yeah, 92%. He shoots 91% for his career, and that is so impressive. But but Embiid 95%. I mean, he hasn't played in enough games, so that's why. All right, don't let that fool you. But great performance from the Sixers. Great performance from everybody else, with the exception of Paul George. Psych, now I'm playing. I mean, Paul George did play some good defense, but offensively, he had an off night. And typically Paul George does not play that good on Christmas Day. I mean, not that I mean, the games that I've taken notice of, he didn't really play too good against the Lakers back in 2019, 2020 or what? Yeah, 2019. It was a mediocre performance from him. But I think the next season in 2020 against Denver, I think he had a good game. I could be wrong, but I'm not surprised. Yeah. And then 21, 22, 23, no Christmas Day games for him. So, yeah. Philly was low key trying to hand the game to Boston. I agree. I agree. They almost gave the game away, but yeah. He said Caleb Martin turned into prime Ray Allen versus Boston. He always does. Like he always goes off on the Celtics. I don't know why, but he's a modern day Boston Strangler. I mean, let me because I don't think he has a 20-point game this season. But let's see because a lot of mediocre games from Caleb Martin this year, and against Boston, he just I don't know, man. This shit funny, bro. So yeah, he has not had a 20-point game this season, and then against the Celtics, all of a sudden 23. That's crazy. A lot of single digit games, and then against the Celtics, all of a sudden, it's just like, God damn. Hey, Caleb Martin. I've been a huge advocate for Caleb. I'm hearing Sixer fans trade Caleb Martin. I'm like, you out your damn mind, bro. Caleb is doing the same thing that he did with the Miami Heat, right? It's not like he's giving you 20 points a night in the regular season, right? He's not doing that. Maxi carrying Embiid and PG. Okay, I mean, I guess you can put it that you can put it that way, but how do you carry Embiid and Embiid drop like 25, 26? I mean, I don't know KB, but hey, but I mean, if Max is carrying Embiid, I mean that's cool. That's all right. I mean, shit. I mean, Kobe was carrying Shaq in some of those playoff series against the Kings and against San Antonio. I mean, yeah, Kobe was carrying his big ass. So yeah, it works out for the team. As long as the team wins, that's all that matters. Yeah, I take that any day. Maxi with 33, with 10 assists. Coach was in his bag. Yeah, Maxi almost sold the game because those back-to-back turnovers that cannot happen, right? So they have to clean it up, and especially when you have a relentless defender like Jaylen Brown, like you gotta set a screen for him. You gotta set a screen for him, right? But yeah, this was a good game. Even though I picked Boston to win, the Sixers proved me wrong. I didn't see Caleb going for 20, 23, 24, but hey, he's the Boston Strangler. So, hey, shout out to Caleb Martin, man. I've been the only advocate for Caleb in Sixers Nation. Philly fans said Caleb was not going to step up against Boston. Yeah, I did hear. I heard those mumblings, but they forgot he's the Boston Strangler. So yeah, shout out to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Crazy game. I agree. The third quarter was very, very mediocre, but they stepped it up in the fourth, right? With the Maxi, with Maxi and Caleb Martin stepping up huge in the fourth quarter, right? Because in the third, they were trying to run this Embiid offense, ISOing them on one side of the block and then sending everybody else to the weak side. And those offenses, it's not really. I'm not a huge fan of offenses like that, right? But yeah, this was great. This was a good, yeah, a great game, great performance, great Christmas Day game, right? This year's Christmas Day game. I mean, the Sixers performance this year was much better than last season when they took on the Miami Heat and got blown off the floor, right? So, especially against you didn't just beat anybody. You beat the defending champs. You beat the second seed in the Eastern Conference. So, the Sixers should definitely celebrate. I mean, not celebrate, but this could spark a much needed winning streak for the Sixers. I mean, who knows? Because you beat the Spurs, and then you beat what you call it? You beat Boston, right? But yeah, BJ, I agree. It was a crazy game. And even though I picked the Celtics to win, the Sixers proved me wrong, and they were able to come in and win this game. So shout out to them. Yeah. You lost to Cleveland, but at least you beat the Boston Celtics. Philly's ability to hit shots tonight helped them big. Exactly. And let me look at the because the Sixers have been struggling from the 3-point line. But I mean, thanks to Boston, giving them some wide open looks. They made 17 3-pointers, right? The Sixers made 17 with Caleb Martin making 7 of those, right? He made 7, right? A lot of wide open looks. Embiid made 4. Maxey made 3. And then Yabusele made 2, and then Kyle Lowry hit 1. And Paul George, he did struggle from the 3-point line, but I mean, Paul George is not always gonna go 0 for 7 from the 3. So, I think he's definitely gonna get better after this one. But I mean, PG, like I said, the defense was on point, right? The defense was on point, and he was making some right reads as well. So, shout out to great defense from him in general. And Jason Tatum was doing the chicken wing, but it is what it is. Maxey took over and showed he can exploit their defense. Embiid played well, but he needs to be more dominant inside. PG not making shots put them in a bind. He needs to be much better. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, BJ. I agree. And Embiid, yes, there's some of the plays where he was at the top of the key, like with about 45 seconds left. That play where he was at the top of the key and Al Horford stripped him. He was lucky that the ball just traveled out of bounds. Because if they had secured it and they scored, the Sixers would have been in a very tough spot, right? Because that would have cut the game to 1. Right. I mean, depending on if they hit a 3 or take it all the way to the rim. But the Sixers definitely would have been in trouble. And then Maxey's 2 turnovers. That was, dealing with those ball pressure. I mean, the first turnover, I don't know how he turned it over because I mean, Peyton Pritchard is not no. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, Peyton Pritchard, come on, bro. Maxey has to be better. In moments like that, you cannot be making those mistakes. But great performance from both teams. He said the Cavs is not the measuring stick; it's the Boston Celtics. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And Tuna Sports was in earlier. Yeah, Tuna Sports, bring your ass in here. You did have the Boston Celtics winning tonight, but you know, just come in and give the Sixers their props. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go, right there. Tuna Sports, you gotta be better, bro. You can't give somebody you can't favor somebody to win just because a player slipped. Like, come on, bro. You gotta be better. The Cavs will destroy you. All right, bro. All right, I guess, bro. I guess. I mean, y'all on a win streak. I mean, that's cool, right? I picked y'all to be the first seed, but I'm gonna make this. If y'all finish as the first seed, trust me, the eighth seed will beat y'all in the first round. You heard it here first. December 25th, 2024. Yeah. But I mean, it's a lot of teams that could definitely show out on Chris. Has Donovan Mitchell ever played on Christmas Day? I don't think he has. I don't think he has. And that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think he has. But yeah, it's a lot of teams who could definitely get games on Christmas. I mean, even the Clippers, right? The Clippers, the new arena. If you give them a Christmas Day game, goodness gracious, that'd be a good joint. Yeah. You mean the Cavs been blackballed or what? Yeah, the Cavs they gotta have a Christmas Day game. Should I call the Lakers game? I mean, yeah, the Nuggets and the Suns. That's not gonna be any good. I mean, Nikola Jokic. I don't want to see that shit. No, I don't want to watch that shit. Yeah, I might call the Laker game. He says you hating like, nah, I ain't hating. It's just facts. It's just facts. I mean, they ball out in the regular season, and then guess what? They get in the playoffs, and then Jared Allen quits on his coach. They get in the playoffs, and then Jared Allen, the lights get too bright for him, right? They get in the playoffs, and then Donovan Mitchell is quitting on his coach. Yeah, shout out to Cleveland though. Shout out to Cleveland. I mean, they're a good team. I think he did one time with Utah, but he'll definitely be in one next season. Did he? What year? Because it wasn't 2019. I mean, it probably. I don't know. Because I don't remember the Jazz having a Christmas Day game. Um, and some of these teams they get Christmas Day games, regardless. Oh, okay. So yeah, Donovan Mitchell has in the 2021-2022 season. Yeah, they took on the Dallas Mavericks, and he scored 33 points. All right, shout out to him. Shout out to him. But let me read this right here. I need to see y'all with Embiid against Cleveland, but y'all beat Orlando and Boston so far. Like I said, y'all have enough to beat anyone. Also, Oubre, Caleb, and Yabusele were great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Both all three of them, they was good. I mean, Yabusele, especially in that first half, that was some great basketball. But I mean that play where he got fouled, where what you call it, undercut him. Luke Cornett undercut him, and Luke Cornett be playing football out there, bro. On defense, it's just like he's a terrible defender, and he's trying to give them some quality minutes, but they be getting away with a lot of fouls, and they didn't call it. That was egregious. You said lies. What was lies? Did Jared Allen not quit on his coach? Did Donovan Mitchell not quit on his coach? Yeah, I'm a. I'm gonna call that game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna definitely call that one. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely call that joy. So yeah, just don't go nowhere, bro. Do not go anywhere. And if LeBron and the Lakers and AD and all of those guys, if they play good, I give them their props. If they play like trash, guess what? I'm gonna stay on their helmets. Yeah, him saying that is crazy work. Light is too right. Yeah, he did say that against the Knicks in 2023. He said that, and I know why he said that because Mitchell Robinson was dominating him in the paint. Josh Hart was dominating him in the paint. So I could see why the light was bright for him. Why do the Spurs have won over the best team in the East? I know they got Wemby, but damn, I don't want to see that. We could have had the Knicks versus the Cavs. Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, that I agree with that. I agree with that. But I mean, Wemby did ball out, so at least it was not. It was a great performance. I mean, I still believe if the Cavs had a game, they would have had a great performance too. But maybe next year, right? There's always next year. So Cleveland, Cleveland, your time might come next year. He says the Cavs roster is good as fuck. Whole starting five can score. Whole starting five can score. So the Cavs definitely not a joke. I mean, I'm not saying they're a joke, but I mean, in 2023, the what you call it, Milwaukee starting five, they could all score, right? But they lost in the first round to the Miami Heat. Hey, shout out to Big Tone. The Miami cheat. Shout out to Big Tone. But Big Tone is probably crashing out right now as Jimmy just did he request a trade or because I don't know if it's official. So I'm not trying to I'm not trying to speculate. But if he did ask for a trade, then Big Tone is probably crashing out at this point. Oh my god. But yeah, let me just recap this game real quick. I mean, I'm gonna do a post game show tomorrow, but great performance from the Sixers. Great. In certain moments, I didn't like the offense, right? And there was this one time where they tried to put two on the ball. I hate defenses like that because the Sixers are terrible at rotating. Once they put two on the ball, those two guys that try to trap the ball handler, they just stay with them, and then guess what? It's a 4-3 at that point. And teams always score on the Sixers. So I hate defenses like that. But they did it only one time, right? And Jaylen Brown was able to get that dunk. But overall, the defense was good. Jason Tatum was being aggressive, even though I felt like he was getting away with a lot of the chicken wing, right? A lot of shoving, a lot of offensive fouls. But I guess you got to play through it because they're not going to call it every single time. But yeah, great performance, Embiid, Maxey, the Boston Strangler, right? It's so convenient that he hasn't dropped 20 this year, but all of a sudden against the against the Boston Celtics, he drops his season high. And that's crazy. He said JB quit on us. How did he quit on y'all? He did his best with what he had. It's not his fault that the lights got bright for that clown, Jared Allen. Yeah, Jack knows his stuff. Yeah. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna call the Laker game. As they take on Golden State. Yeah, this was some good stuff. Good stuff right here. The Sixers. Yeah, they lost on Christmas last season, but they got this victory right here, so that's good. That's good for the Sixers. So they're 11-17, so 6 games under 500. Just keep fighting, and I know this victory is definitely gonna be a huge confidence booster for the team, for Caleb Martin too. Don't get it wrong, but he has been dealing with injuries, so I kind of understood why he was being inconsistent. But against this the perfect game that he needed to get on point, get right back on track, and yeah, I anticipate the Sixers going on an 18-game win streak. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. The Sixers are about to win 18 in a row. The Sixers are about to win 18 games in a row. Yeah, I said it. If you want to bet that, we can bet it right now. But yeah, great game. But I'm gonna end this right quick, and I'm gonna call the Laker game. Right, the Lakers take on Golden State, so we have to watch it. But yeah, this year's Christmas has been good, really good, really good. Um, Milwaukee don't have Kenny Atkinson or Spider. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right, Tune. I get it, bro. Y'all don't have Kenny Atkinson. I mean, Milwaukee didn't have those guys, but Cleveland do. Cleveland does have Kenny Atkinson and Spider, but guess what? Cleveland also has Jared Allen, and that's all you need to know, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna get up off here and call the Laker game. And KB, I'm gonna drop the link, right? I'm gonna drop the link so you can come up, and we gonna break down film. Kobe Bryant film, and we gonna break down the film. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tune in sports. I'm glad y'all beat the Boston Celtics. Thank you. Stay away from the Lakers. Stay off the week. Bro, I'm serious. The Sixers about to win 18 in a row. Yeah, RIP to the great. The Sixers about to win 18 in a row. So, yeah, be on the lookout. But, yeah, I appreciate you. I'm going to end this right now. Appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas. I mean, I'm going to do another stream, but, yeah. Peace.